Hello, I'm Spaztastic. Welcome to Spaztastic TV. So today I have one of those little anime PVC smut statue things that I bought off of Wish. However, I got it on pretty good, visual authority that it's a knockoff. See, I bought the thing, and I'm wondering why I even bought it to begin with, because I had like a joke in mind when I bought it, because somebody had videos of them doing reviews of these little PVC anime figures, and I can't find the video again. Otherwise, it would have been pretty funny, because he was just like, and then look at the detail right here. And then he has the camera like showing towards like the character's ass, and he's like, oh, and then he just turned around and he jizzed on it a few times after he turned the camera off. But that's not the point of today's video. I guess I'm gonna give a little bit of a thing of a knockoff. I'm not. I was gonna possibly do this with a little bit of effort, but I'm not gonna bother. Because you're just going to take my word for it if you're actually interested in the little figure I have behind me that I'm going to switch cameras for here in a minute. You'd go ahead and look at that. Since you probably already skipped past this part just to look at the figure, you'll get the gist of it anyway. So anyhow, jump cut. So here's the little Smut figure itself. It's the black goat daughter. Now, I actually looked at like eBay listings of it. Oh yes, I have censored it, by the way, with some electrical tape that I kind of ended up, damaging it a little bit with in the process of trying to, make this YouTube appropriate, because, for some reason my thought processes were off on what one I should buy to try to make a joke video. But anyhow, this box right here looks pretty good, a little damaged and a little bit to be expected, but for the actual not knockoff one, it was the exact opposite color pattern, where there was a lot more white lettering and stuff, and then the box was mostly black, and this little thing right here was in color. That being said, I don't really care that much about that, and I didn't really care too much about buying the figure. I mean, I'd show you from behind, but then I'd have to, figure out how to actually get the censoring on my video editor to work properly. But, the other thing about, what I was talking about, the visual things on this that freaking let me know that it was a knockoff after I'd looked at the actual one, is that, like, the legging things were a lot more shiny and looked a lot better. The little top thing was supposed to be a little bit darker. And the face on this one actually looks a little better, but, it's still kind of creepy looking at the same time. That, and then the little sword things right here don't exactly fit in the chick's hand too well. But no, I'm still wondering why the hell I even bought this, because, well, I already told you why I bought this, but it's just one of those things that just doesn't really work. But, and it doesn't really fit together too well either. That's another thing. So I guess if you just want to be aware on buying these kind of things from Wish, they're either manufacturing defects, or the only thing I could rationalize to why they were able to make a knockoff of this is that they had the molds and everything for it. They decided to make them after they were actually ordered and selling them for cheaper by producing them for a lot cheaper. I mean, because the little horn things right there, just a basic color. All the little detail things are the wrong color, but it's just a basic cheap color that you can go buy a rattle can of spray paint or what have you on them. I think these ones just get dipped, but that's not really the point. But no, I have an anime Smut figure that's just going to end up sitting in the shelf of things, collecting cobwebs and what other goddamn insects and shit around there. And so, yeah, that's a product review, I guess, of a product that doesn't really fit together too well. The little legs right here are actually warping to stand, but you can't really see that on the video. But anyhow, I don't really think anybody would care that this is a knockoff. I mean, you can do it. I mean, it wasn't super expensive. I think I paid like $18 total for the whole thing, or like $20 or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, because I wasted my money on something I don't care a goddamn thing about. So, I'm Spaztastic. Thanks for watching. I'm going to probably watch what I buy on the internet from now on. But anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Loud techno music will play now.